You to look at yourself that we think you are supposed to have sense, and you did not have sense. Because Omolomo 5 shot at the boat cruise means she's not suffering. Do you see the thing? Before you fight for Nigerians, you first have to fight Nigerians. Nigerians know how to pick out irrelevant things and relevant things until they make that relevant thing look irrelevant. And that's what you people are doing right now with this girl. Before you people will say your rubbish that you've already started saying, let me now answer you properly. Stupid. See, stubbornness have suppressed you people's brain. You people have adapted to poverty, being common. They're even basic things. It's not like somebody's living life to you people.
The 30 days challenge has begun. With this metamorphose into a revolution in Nigeria, only time will tell.
My name is Lillian Eme Ogechi, and I'm coming out here to call on every Nigerian woman to come out. We are telling all the whole men to enter inside. It is the turn of we Nigerian women to come out and host a protest. Hashtag Tinubu is a terrible president.
Now we have seen that in Rivers State, the political turmoil has gone 100 degrees.
We've seen successors turn against their predecessors in politics.
Yes, yeah.
Would you be worried if that happens to you?
Why? Is he serving me? Was he born to serve me?
And now we have seen again that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has now, met with the Catholic bishop. After one of the bishop, reported the unholy activities where unknown gunmen keep on killing, would I call them unknown gunmen? Terrorists keep on killing Christians in Nigeria. And the Nigerian government, somehow, few weeks ago, through the Supreme Court, gave a judgment in favor of a terrorist organization.
Sunday Jackson, by anyone's estimation, is totally innocent. And the issue where this man was out farming, minding his own business, and then the attacker came and a struggle ensued. And of course, this man is going to defend himself. That's why we call it self-defense. And we just wept at the failure of the Nigerian Supreme Court to say that this man, and they had the opportunity to say this man was totally innocent.
When a Nigerian trying to defend himself when his farm was invaded and got one of the terrorists killed. But what happened? The case went to court and the judgment went in favor of this post-terrorist organization or group of persons who have been terrorizing people all across Nigeria. Now, this young man is now facing a death sentence because he went ahead to defend himself. We have talked about that on this platform so many times. But now, the youth corper who was abused by NYC staffs, trying to caution her because she called out Mr. President and the evil government that we are facing today with bad policy. We have also seen that there is another propaganda going on whereby they now say that the inflation rate is down and the cost of food and goods are now falling. The question is this: what is the cost of rice in your place, beans, gari, tomato in your area as of today? It's as the same as the cost that we have been buying in 3, 4, 5 months ago. In fact, higher. A bag of pure water that we used to buy for 150 naira is being sold for 500 to 600 naira as of today. A sachet water that we used to get for 10 naira is now 50 naira for one. I bought one today. A bottle water that we used to buy for 50 naira at most is now sold for 250 to 300 naira depending on the location you find yourself. So is the cost of goods coming down in your area? My side, no. But these are the propaganda, and this is the reason why this challenge of 30 days rants of calling the bad activities of the government, this is not a case of the federal government alone. This is a case of both the how do they call them, the governors, the House of Rep, the senators, and the rest. And to crown it all, the House of Representatives donated 705 million naira to the president. For what? For his program for poor people. Let's talk about this in a minute. The poor people are closer to the House of Rep member because they are representing the constituency that are of maybe 1 or 2 local governments across Nigeria. The president sits in Abuja. He is not close to the people. So who are the people that are supposed to give money for alleviation of poverty? Is it not the House of Rep members that are supposed to be collecting money from the president and other people in order to reach out to the poor people in their constituents? Hell no. Rather, they are the one donating money to Mr. President. What the hell is going on in Nigeria? And now they are saying that the core members who stood up to say this evil must stop, a crate of egg from 800 naira is now 6,500 naira, cannot speak, you must not eat egg, you must not use Uber for a 4 kilometer that you pay 500 naira is now 25,000 naira, as the case may be. Even the along that people use, people cannot even afford it. Many people are now trekking. People park their cars. So what is it? It's like, if you cannot live, then die. That is what it is now in Nigeria. Every now and then we see people committing suicide. The other day, a lady jumped over the vehicle and then into the lagoon in Lagos. Who exactly know what went wrong? Could it be something family related? Could it be the frustration of the government and all the policies that have been embedded on Nigerians over the years since APC took over in 2015? What are the issues? These are the issues. What is the solution? It's just for the leaders to listen to the people. But unfortunately, they are trying to oppress Nigeria, subdue them. In a democracy, you have no right to speak when evil policies are being made. Unfortunately, Mr. Common Sense have lost his common sense and is now telling Nigerians not to insult or even call out or criticize the federal government, the politician, the political elite, that we all make error. What the hell are you saying? Actually, he said he just want to make common sense, but this is not really a common sense. It seems he has lost his common sense, maybe because of his businesses. Remember, Peter Obi once said that some people don't want to associate with him, and that he has been, humiliated here and there, harassed here and there. And many are disassociating themselves from him because of the fact that they have businesses to run and they are hunting them for associating with him. Is this how to develop a nation? For someone who is not at any point in time saying anything evil about you, but always constructively criticizing your government. When you bring policies that doesn't make sense, he said, no, you don't do it this way. You do it that way. He is always giving you solution, but you say no. So now you will understand who is the enemy of the people. The political elites in Nigeria are the enemy of Nigerians, and that is the reason why the Nigerian youth are now saying, let's have this challenge. Let's take a listen to some of these people, and then let me have you take at the comment section. Thank you.
I know after this 30 days movement begins, the government will start sending the police, the soldier to go after people that made video about it, to arrest them, to intimidate them, But let me tell you something, as a police officer and as a soldier. My dad served this country for 25 years. Currently now, he's still sick. He's down with stroke and brain damage. Guess what? The police department donated 10,000 naira to my dad. He's been down for 1 year. This illness has made us sell property, has made us sell land and everything. The government has done nothing about this. We have gone to his office to cry, to beg, but still yet nothing is being done. So before you go after the youth that is looking for a good government, that is looking for things to work, remember, if things work for us, it works for everyone. Because you are a police officer, you will not buy a cup of rice for 100 naira. It's the same 400 and 500 that we are buying that you will buy too. Because you are a thug, you are not going to buy a cup of rice for 100 naira. No, it's the same 200, it's the same 400 and 800 that you will use to buy. So before you start carrying out this exercise, go and look at the widows of the police officer that have died due to the course of duties. Go and look at the widows of the soldiers that died due to the course of their duties. There is no royalty. NHIS is a scam. NHIS covers only 40%, my darling. If you escape it as a parent, you have the money that is blocking your ear, you escape it, you die. Guess what? Your children will become prostitutes. Your sons will become thieves. Your children will become a victim and your wife will become a victim of circumstances. Go and look at the widows before you start killing people on others, before you start arresting people. Go and look at the widows. Come and take a look at my dad's kids. They are all enraged. They are going astray. Because of what? A failed government. They said their dad has been working for this country for years, but nothing to show for it. The piece of land that he managed to buy, we have said it to treat him. It has been sold. It has been sold. So before you start working on others, put your rifles down and say, help us. Join us to shout. Join us to shout. Join us to talk. We are begging you. Go and look at the widows of your colleagues. Go and look at the widows of your colleague. Go and look at them before you help Nigeria to know that that woman will be your wife. That will be the condition of your wife if you do not do the right thing. Continue doing yes, ma, yes, sir. Go and look at my siblings now. Go and look at the widows of those that have died. Go, of your colleagues that have died. Then come back and see if it is worth fighting for. It's time to start a movement.